It's that very Parisian girl look, which is very, you know, no makeup. It's just so sexy. It's all woman. It's very beautiful. It's a very minimal makeup look. It's very little makeup, which is going to be kind of an effortless look, but it does take a bit of execution. And the first thing we're going to start with is concealer. Because the skin in this look is so completely bare, we're going to close for me. We're going to do eyes first. And we're using a little bit of the new concealer in a shade that's just a hair lighter than her eye, her skin color around her eye. We're going to use a little bit of backdrop. We're doing shade number 4 in the backdrop because we're going to go with the natural skin color, and it's got that nice liquidy consistency to it. We want a very, very sheer. We want it to be like the utmost of sheer. And I'm going to use a sponge to apply it. I want it almost taken off. I want very little. I want just so little it's not even funny. I'm actually putting it on with, I'm dabbing on with the sponge, then I'm blending it with my fingers because I like the warmth of the fingertip to kind of infuse it into the skin. If you're not model perfect, we're going to use a brush, the foundation brush, obviously. With this, you know, skin, it's 14, we can go with the sponge and fingers. But the foundation brush will apply a little more product. We're going to take the photo off because what we're going to do with this is we're going to add a little, just a touch of a moist look on the apple, the high part of the cheek. And it's not a dewy look. We just want a bit of a, almost that little bit of a glisten you get if you, like a little bit of perspiration, like if you went up a flight of stairs. That's what we want. It's not a sheen, it's not a dewy, it's not a glow, it's definitely not a shimmer. It just adds a bit of moisture to the skin, and that's what we're looking for. So we're going to take a touch of this, and it's going to be fingers. This is right there. Right. And then we can bring it up into here and line the eye. But this is that apple. And when we add the contour under here, it's going to be that little shelf of light right here. So we want that definitely. It's going to add just that touch of moisture to the skin. I'm using Aperture. You can use Aperture or Emotion. It's a great, that very nude, peachy. And we're using it as, you're good, don't worry, using it as a contour. Right, we're following the bone, right there. Isn't that pretty? We're just following the shape of the face. And then that little bit is right, of that photo op is right above it. Right there. Very natural. We're going to do some eyes. And this eye look is so simple. We're just going to go, this is multi-flash. For this look, we're going with peachy mauve. So what we're going to do is take the lightest color on the inside of the eye. The lightest color on the inside of the eye. Yes. And that's going to add brightness. You can use a little bit under the eye. There's nothing wrong with using a nude flat eyeshadow right there. It has more pigment than powder, so it kind of does work. And then I'm just going to take a little bit of this kind of a peachy color, close, and just add it right to the eyeball to add some, so it doesn't look, I don't want it to look bulby, like too light. Right there. Open. And see how it gives a little bit of blushiness. Pretty. And then now what I'm going to do is switch over to a different color. I'm going to go with like a mauvey color. And that's going to be just in the outside contour of the eye. Number 3, blending brush. You can use a number 16 brush for this precision work. But I love this brush. I think this is so easy. And especially for one way, because you don't have time to futz around with different brushes, this is just so much easier to go with one brush that works. Yeah, look how pretty that mauve is, and see with the peach and that very light, it just really pops the whole eye. And then we're going to go with eyeliner, and we're going to do a little bit of a brown eyeliner. Midnight brown cream liner up in the lash line. It's not going to look like eyeliner. It's very important that it doesn't look like eyeliner. And I'm just putting it in her eyelash line. And I'm using the number 9 brush. I'm just pushing it into her eyelashes. Because we don't want to look like there's any liner. It's just to fill the lash line so it's not there. Just barely filling the lash line. And that's just to give it a little depth. It's not a big deal. It's nothing. It's not really showing a liner look close to me. You don't want it to look like a liner. Open. I think it's perfect. And then we'll even add a little way up, just a touch right here. Just kind of give a little dark. It's almost cast a shadow under there. And we're going to go with one coat of mascara, and then we're going to comb it out. See, when you comb through it, it distributes the mascara to the base of the roots of the lashes. So I love that, how it just does the job for you. All you have to do is put it on, and then you use this like a brush to blend the mascara. And you just want to hit, once again, the tops and the bottoms of your lashes, and it distributes the product for you. And see how pretty this is? I think this is a great look. And now I'm going to take some of the wax, the brow wax, because we're not going to fill the brow wax. We're not going to fill the brows. We're just going to use what they have. I'm putting it on with the finger because my fingertip's warm. Okay? So I'm applying it with my finger. And then, now my finger's warm, I'm going to take 17 brush and groom it. I'm going to take this hair and yank it out of your head. See how pretty that is? Oh, yeah. Just groom it. And this kind of, it acts like a pomade to kind of hold the brow in place. Now we're going to take a darker concealer. The lip is a concealer on the bottom with a bit of a raspberry crimson color right here with some gloss. So this is a darker shade of concealer right there, the bottom lip. Press that for me. A couple shades, yeah. And now I'm going to take a pencil. This is Muse. But see how that just kind of adds that warmth. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a bit of a raspberry right there. And we're going to use our finger again. You can use raspberry cream as a pretty color. Anything that's like a berry or a red would work. Curve, yeah, it's amazing. Curve is a good color from Smashbox. It's that stain, that real stained color. And so what we're going to do is it's going to go on the top lip. Right there. Just a touch right there. See how that just adds that little bit of stain right there? Very pretty. Very pretty. And now we're going to do a little bit of a gloss, just a clean, clear gloss, like a crystal, something crystal would work, something clear. Right on top. not too wet. And the reason I'm using my finger is we don't want it to look glossy. We just want it to look a little bit. This is that look where it looks bitten, where it looks like she's been biting her top lip with her bottom teeth. That lip. That's what we want it to look like. It's very coquettish. Everything is not what it seems to be. You know, and once again, nothing too serious. This is only lipstick. It's not, you know, let's not be too serious here, people.